Good morning, beautiful people. My name is Raymond Hable, a lifetime resident of Mendocino County, but more importantly, I'm a realtor for the past 7 years. My mission for you today is we're going to do cold calling expires and FSBOs. I've been doing this for the last 6 years, doing it consistently 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for about 5 hours. We've made approximately six figures for the last 3 to 4 years using primarily this system. Expires, FSBOs, cold calls. I'm over here in California, Northern California. We don't have tons of volume. I think our average purchase price is 350. So we're working with these numbers. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about me today, but this video is going to cover exactly what we do for our expireds, how we call them, what I say. We're going to have another video that goes over how to set up your mojo, how to set up your expireds, how to set up everything so you can do exactly what I do. My mission here is to A, teach the people in my life that want to be taught, but two, I wish I had these kind of videos when I was starting. If you're a new agent, if you want to know a new lead system, if the agent that's making $1 million won't give you the time of day or they're 12 steps ahead of you, which if you've talked with any of those agents, sometimes it's hard to relate because they sometimes forget what it looks like to be in your next chapter. I'm your guy. I'm a couple of chapters ahead. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to make a bunch of money. This is entertainment purposes only. I'm not even guaranteeing you're going to make more money than other agents I know. I just know this works for me. If you're willing to get started in this process, A, it's going to suck. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to try to new things. But if you get through that, you'll earn income. You'll have a listing side business, not just a buyer side business. I have a beautiful boy. He's 5 years old. It's summer vacation, and we just spent 2 weeks goofing off while my business was maintained. So stay on board. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I will tell you a little bit more about me. All right. If you can see me, we're going to jump right over. Who am I? Like I said, again, I've been doing this for the last 6 years. We've done approximately 13 million in volume. Yes, other agents are more successful. Yes, other agents are not as successful. I'm not telling you I'm the greatest agent in the world, but I do know a couple of things very well. Outbound prospecting is one of them. Here's a couple of testimonials. Raymond's fantastic, good negotiator, right? Those are all skills, things of the trade. Some of the things we've sold, some of the bigger ones, just to show we do this. 98% of my business is listings. We don't work with buyers unless we have to, or unless I know them really well. And frankly, I was tired of giving up my weekends. I was tired of giving up weekends, doing open houses. I was tired of running around for half a dozen to a dozen houses, not even to write an offer. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you two tools today. I'm using my MLS. Your MLS is hopefully the same. If it's not, I'm sorry for you. And then I'm going to be using my CRM. A, you don't have to use my CRM. You can do whatever CRM you want. B, you're going to see these things online, and my intent is to teach you the skills, the scripts, the confidence that comes from reps that you can start implementing so then you can start converting this business. We're going to work on just FSBOs today. Real easy. If you go into, I'm going to move you over. FSBOs right here. How do we get FSBOs? What is a FSBO? A FSBO is a for sale by owner. It is someone that has raised their hand saying that they want to sell their home. They're great leads. I've heard people usually bash them in this industry because they're usually confrontational and they're usually very defensive when it comes to realtors, but that's if you're approaching it the wrong way. Most of the time I see agents, they approach this the wrong way. They approach it with skepticism. They already think going into this, it's not going to work, and it kills those deals. I'm going to show you how to do this so you get these deals, you have these conversions, and I'm a nice guy. I like being a genuine human being. I like following up with people value first, giving them content. We even have a packet that is how to sell your home by yourself. Because ultimately, if we do good by someone that doesn't do business with us, they're becoming a great referral partner. Two, I also believe it's kill with kindness. With a lot of these FSBOs, you can follow up for 3 months. And when you say, hey, we just had awesome stuff, we just have all these listings in escrow, we're getting a lot of this stuff moving. Daisy, how are you doing? And she hasn't had a single showing in 3 months. She might want to call you. So, how do you get FSBOs? You can go on Zillow, for sale by owner. Boom. Zillow for sale by owner. All of these guys right here, you see, they're all for sale by owner, completely free. And guess what? They even have phone numbers. Here's all the great stuff. Here is the phone number of the person you want to be talking to. So we're going to work on a couple of these. This is completely live. This is not scripted. These are real human beings. This is not an AI. This is not an agent in my office I'm going to call. These are real people. We're going to try to condense this and make it as valuable as possible. However, you also have to realize I'm going to show you the trenches. I'm not going to show you just the highlight reel. We're going to go through a couple of these and you're going to see exactly what we do with each of these. So what I like to do, start my mornings, go through these, see which ones I've contacted and which ones I haven't. This one is a FSBO in my area. What we like to do is we like to add information. Usually we'll look on the tax records, find their name. Usually we'll see, how much they're selling for, what their phone number is. Very important. If you're uploading and working FSBOs, put their phone number in your CRM. Now, Raymond, it's on Zillow. Why don't I just look on it there and call them? Because a lot of the time they will withdraw or take these listings off the market, and that takes away the phone number. So if you want to be the level up agent, if you want to completely kill it with FSBOs, when they take their homes off because either they're discouraged or life plans have changed, you still have their phone number. So I'm going to go here, Control V. Beautiful home, nice garage, 350, 2-bed, 2-bath. Probably a little overpriced for that. Says contact seller directly. House. Wonderful. All of this is good information. 15 days on Zillow. Okay. Let's go ahead and give a call. I'm going to put you guys on speaker. Here's my cell phone. It's just a regular cell phone. Nothing fancy about it. I do have a triple line dialer. You can triple line dial, expires in FSBOs. I only get about 10 to 15 FSBOs a month in our area, and that's not really enough volume for me to justify putting into a third triple line dialer. If we leave a voicemail, I'll show you what we leave for voicemails. Most of the time, we actually won't know their name, so I'll just, for the sake of this video.
Greetings. Recovery, birthday de Mopa Mopa. At this moment, we are out of the off. Our office hours are between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. We will call you back during those hours, Monday through Friday. Thank you very much for contacting us and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Good morning. This is Raymond the Realtor. I hope you're doing well. Hey, I was doing some homework this morning, sipping my coffee, and your Lupin property came across my desk. I see it's on the market somewhat. I had a couple of quick questions on this. If you can give me a call back, ideally by Monday. My number is 707-367-9737. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Cool. Now we go into our CRM. Again, whatever CRM you like to use is fine by me. We will say left PM. Questions. The reason why we try to detail some of these voicemails is because we will rotate what kind of voicemails we leave, so we're not leaving just the same one over and over again. Raymond, how often will you contact these FSBOs? It depends. It depends how I feel. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, depends how busy we are. Honestly, I think you could probably reach out once every 3 days. And I know people that will call and triple line, 3 times. They'll call them, and then the third time leave a voicemail. So there's a lot of ways to do this. Okay, Laytonville. I'll look up this one. For sale by owner, 650. How many acres? 10 acres? Yeah. Unfortunately, I can already 168 photos. Someone likes photos. Wow. How funny. You know what's better than 168 photos? 30 really good positioned photos. Give them just enough where they can foresee the fantasy, but not too much where it becomes cumbersome. 18 days on the market, 262. Sometimes in here they'll have whether they're working with an agent or not. So let's go ahead and give this person a call. Steven, again, really easy information to find out. Tax records gives you mailing address and then also gives you name. I'm drinking tea, by the way. I've already had my coffee for the day. Good morning. This is Raymond the Realtor. I was calling for one of the owners on the Fitch property. Oh, Catherine, good morning. Did I catch you too early? Oh, I'm an early bird personally. I've been known to get up at 4, but mostly it's because it's before all the kids and the family wakes up. That's my little time to myself.
Yeah, I've been up for a while.
Oh,
It's funny because your number comes up on mine and it has flea market next to it.
oh, really? No way.
You did the flea market up in Brookfield?
I did. Yeah, way back when. Um, That's crazy. Me, John Johnson, and Jason Rader ran around giving people wristbands, and you were one of those people.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Catherine, what were you selling? Try to jog my memory.
I'm trying to read. Thrive.
Thrive. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think Thrive.
The freeze-dried foods.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. What a blast from the past. Now I've realized how expensive freeze dryers are. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and I'm kind of curious. So I've been a realtor, shoot, probably since I've seen you for a while now. We sell properties all over Mendocino County, and I have a client that's in Laytonville. We're planning to sell his 50 acres, so I'm doing some homework, and I saw your guys' place. Tell me the story. What's kind of going on with this?
The story as far as why we're selling, or
Sure. Why are you selling? Why are you getting out of beautiful Laytonville? I know prices have been tough recently.
yeah, well, my husband's been here for like 40 years. I've only been up here for 19.
Oh wow.
We do custom cabinetry.
Okay.
So we've always had the shop on the property.
Sure.
And my husband has MS and
Oh
was
boy.
diagnosed last year with cancer, prostate cancer.
So sorry.
He's doing fine. He's doing
Oh,
fine.
okay. Wonderful.
But he's in his 70s.
Yeah. Sure.
You slow down a little bit, and we have a son in Missouri.
Mm.
We're going to move to. My husband's been out there for 8 months now already.
Oh wow. Okay.
But he's working for somebody, for my son.
Yeah.
With him versus having to run a business.
Sure. So he's almost having his own retirement just for the simple fact he's no longer business owner anymore. He doesn't have to wear 16 hats.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And he's able to work with son, so you guys are closer to family, it sounds like.
Yeah, so we have all kinds of family up here,
Oh, okay.
nobody lives in Lakeville anymore, and Tyler
Sure.
took business to Grass Valley area.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, lots of changes.
It sounds like it. So,
Yeah,
okay.
we'd like to get out of California, live a
Sure.
little bit slower, simpler life. And
Yeah.
so we had sold the property, what, 4 years ago to a guy in town.
Oh, wow.
3 days before the trucks were coming, after we shut business down and everything and paid off bills, the guy backed out.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we had to kind of start over.
Yeah.
We've done fine. I mean, we've always had work
Sure, sure.
out of a thing,
Still,
pain in the butt.
that's a hard jolt on any momentum if you think life's going one way and it rips you into another lane. That's wild.
Totally, totally. But yeah, so decided to stay here
Sure.
and remodel the house.
Okay.
So the house has been basically totally redone inside.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds to me when you guys had it sold 4 years ago, I know Laytonville, and unfortunately the cannabis market has just tanked, which really has brought a lot of these acreage properties down. I had to have a hard conversation with the client a month ago, and she ultimately went with a different agent, but I'm seeing she's now listed. I'm seeing her price start to come down to where I originally suggested because I said, hey, it's just properties like this are a dime a dozen. The Geiger's store in town is closed and open 3 times or something like that. All of Laytonville is a bit hard, and especially if you have kids in a good school, it's hard to find. And it's a lot of clients moving out there. They're not doing this scene anymore. It's young homesteaders that want goats and chickens and they want to do their own thing, which is good. It's definitely a supplementary market that's buying these kind of properties, but they also don't have the cash the southern exposure gardening guys used to.
So does the Bay Area people.
Sure. Well, we always try to go for the Bay Area people. The unfortunate thing is, there's only 10 of them at any time and everyone's going after them. So that you really got to be compelling to say, hey, I want you to move to this one.
It's funny because, we've had people out here. I've had people calling me left and right.
Oh, of course. Probably getting bombarded.
But there's no comps short.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And we've been told
Yeah.
over and over because of, we have the home, we also have smaller homes,
Okay.
we actually have on this property.
Sure.
So yeah, what's going on? Because I know both sides of us have sold, under 4.
Yeah. Sure. Where'd you come up with the 650 then? Was that just a break-even number for the stuff you've put into it, or did someone tell you that?
No, well, I pray a lot.
Sure.
So, sold, like I said, for 600,000
Sure.
4 years ago, and I understand the market.
Yeah.
But because my husband was in real estate, and both my parents, one was a broker and one was a realtor.
Okay, so you know how the market is, sure.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go low and then dicker with somebody. I'll go high and go from it.
Well, and let me ask you this, and just shoot me straight as a friend. I'll do the honest homework for you and see what, if there are comps. This is not the first time I've had a rural property that doesn't comp well. We have certain ways we can actually try to find prices, but just shoot me straight. What's the price that you guys need to break even for this to make sense?
I know what you're saying.
Sure.
I don't want to break even, you know.
No, ideally not, but
But
yeah,
I do need to tell you
please.
that I, do you know Teresa Warden?
Yes, the name's familiar. Haven't worked with her.
Yeah, she's a realtor here
Yep.
in Layton.
Sure.
And I know her.
Sure.
She's already agreed to do all my paperwork and everything for me.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, and I actually have told her that because I'm still trying to finish a few things up on the house.
Sure.
And I'm still getting calls, people wanting to come out.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So, I told her by the time I was finished with stuff, if I haven't locked something down, then I would be going with her.
Sure. You have an agent in mind that you've already committed to. Totally fine. Are you guys gonna come on at that 650 or is she gonna do her own analysis for you?
I haven't talked to her about all that part yet because
Okay.
I'm trying to do things my own self.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I just want to be perfectly transparent with you. If you guys haven't already locked down price yet, there might be a reality where she goes to sit down with you and she says, "Hey, you have to do 550." Just as an example. So,
and get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Have this look.
Okay. Okay.
While I'm still working on
Sure.
because I'd like to have things just right.
Oh, sure. Just for your peace of mind, knowing you left something. I usually call it the peace of mind of passing the baton. You want to feel in good faith you've done everything you can to make this property what you want.
I do, and I just call it a pain in the butt.
Yeah, no, I 100%. I love that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Yep. Well, a house is never done either. There's always projects you're working on. You just have to get it to a spot that you're okay with taking a deep breath and passing the keys. Whoever buys this, it's rural Mendocino County. They're going to have projects out of the Yahoo when it comes to what they want to do. Yeah. Oh, they're going to walk in and go, okay, I don't like your color, or oh, I want to do this, or I would do this. And sure. And that's fine. I don't get my feelings hurt. Yeah. I just know, that I have people come in that haven't seen the house before. Sure. They're blown away. Sure. Yeah. It really sounds like you have to be there to see the value, really. Yeah. Gotcha. Out of curiosity, and this is, you've probably already thought this through, but I'm curious, what happens if we don't sell? Let's say you span it out 6 months. At that point, are you going to just take it off the market and rent it, or are we going to hold it on for 3 years? Okay. Yo, sure. And he's not coming back for any long period of time, right? Just basically to pack the house and that's it. Okay, so you're there by yourself and you want to just move on with your life. Okay. And you don't want to rent it. You don't want to deal with the headache of tenants outside of state. Sure. That was easily rented for over $1,200. Awesome. I was renting for $1,000 to people I knew. Good. Okay. I have people wanting to rent now, but I don't want to have to deal with trying to get somebody out if I sell the house. Sure. Yeah. And I don't want whoever buys the house to even have to deal with that. Yeah, that's just one more. It's usually a hard situation. I've done it plenty of tenant situations. Sometimes you have to because bills keep coming in whether you like it or not. But if you can swing it, do you still owe anything on this place or is it free and clear? Yeah, no, we owe on it. Okay. He refinanced. So at one point. So. Do you have a crazy refinance interest rate and we're trying to sell immediately, or was this way back when interest rates were still good? Okay. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Good. At least you're not bleeding every month too much. I just don't want you to be in a position where you're in Missouri and you still have this thing in California and it, 6% interest rates. Sure. Good. I'm not leaving and having this place. Yeah.
under any circumstances. So.
Okay. One way or another, if you're leaving the state, it's because you sold this property. Gotcha.
Exactly. Ages is to pay off what we owe on it,
Sure.
be debt free, and purchase a place that we're looking out in.
Okay. Gotcha.
And it's a lot. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, sure. You can buy something for probably half of this price and get probably twice the square footage. It's on an estate. You go out to Virginia, Missouri, Tennessee, Oklahoma. You're swinging big bats when it comes to these kind of properties and I helped a client move to Fort Worth, Texas. They sat down with me and said, "Hey, Raymond, I don't get taxed on my retirement income in Texas. Like my dollar just goes further. So on top of prices and gas being cheaper and going to the grocery store not being as bad, Uncle Sam's also not taking as much out of your pocket."
right. Yeah.
So let me do this. Yeah, oh, trust me, I hear you. I help clients move a lot out of California, and I usually ask, I say, "Hey, was it the taxes or politics that did it?" And they just nod and laugh and say, "Yeah." It's all the above, exactly. So, Catherine, let me do this. I'm not sure this is for you, but usually I have clients, especially if they haven't sitting down and actually signed a listing with other agents yet. They're still fuzzy on strategy, and honestly, in good faith, I want to treat you like a friend and make sure you have all the information. I will usually go out, look at the house, give you an honest, brutally honest answer on what I think price is. But more importantly, we've sold properties like this in the past. I can share with you a couple tricks up my sleeve that I think works. And then whether you go with Teresa or whether you decide to work with us, it doesn't really matter. I just want you to have that information. Is that something that might be an issue for you, or is that something, if this doesn't sell, you might want to look at?
I have no issue with that at all.
Sure.
My preference right now would be give me another week.
Okay.
So I have to feel good about.
Of course.
Been on this place for so long.
Sure.
In the home stretch.
Yeah. Okay. You're almost there.
The only reason I put it on the market when I did is because the realtor back in Missouri suggested that just in case I found a place.
Oh, good point.
Contingency.
Wow.
I wouldn't have put it up there yet. You know what I
mean? So you not only have to sell this place and buy a place in Missouri, you're also doing a contingency offer, which is if you have not.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but that's a lot of extra pressure to get this place sold because I know how contingent offers work. And as the listing agent on a lot of these, they don't want to even look at your offer. Go ahead.
Can I put you on hold for a second?
Sure.
I have a call I have to take.
Okay, go for it. I'll be on hold. Oh, she just ended the call. So, great thing. First, that was a lot of stuff. We're going through the tier. We ask 5 to 6 questions every time we work with a lead. 1, what's your motivation? Her motivation, husband's getting sick, going to retirement, moving out of state. Awesome. Relocation. We ask where they're moving to. Obviously, Missouri, out of state. Timeline. What's their ideal timeline? It sounds to me with that contingent offer, it is ASAP. They need it in escrow and they need it now. Then finally, we have agent. Do they have a committed agent? They said they did have an agent that was committed, but they did not have a listing agreement yet. They also did not talk about price. And what that tells me is they are still open to opinions and strategies. And ideally, if she wants to work with Teresa, that's totally fine. There's a lot of flavors of ice cream when it comes to realtors. You just have to pick which flavor you like. But I also want to give her our information, and our number one job is asking for these appointments. So I've asked for the appointment. She said, give me a week. That covers the agent. Finally, we're going to get her email. We're going to say, hey, I think her name's Catherine. Funny enough, I did do the flea market way back when. Catherine, hey, she's calling me back. Let's get your email. Let's do something. There you go.
I thought you on hold. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. Do you know how many times I've pressed that button before?
I have somebody here that they were calling to find property.
Okay, let me let you go.
Can I give you a call back?
Yeah, well, let's do one better. Let me get your email so I can at least email you a little bit of information just so you have it. So that way you have my contact info. And then next, go ahead.
That to you because they're walking up to.
Yes, text it to me. And then I'm going to call you. I think the 8th is Monday. I'm going to call you then and we'll check in a set of time to look at the place.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All righty, Catherine. Hey, great talking to you. Hey, best of luck. Bye-bye. Awesome. Okay. And you saw my calendar. I love my boy. So, funny enough, I know her, which is all the more better. Motivation. We used to do something called VIP property investments. No, it wasn't. It was Prosperity Club. That was even before VIP. Motivation. Timeline. Agent. Reloc. Email. Wow. And she already just sent me her email. Rockstar. And then we do seller provided follow-up. So the last one is Mr. and Mrs. Seller, because what I used to do is I used to shove down the throats of my clients and leads, hey, I'm going to meet you XYZ. Here's what I'm going to be. And I used to, be so proud that I could pitch this and they wouldn't say no. Then I realized half of the time they're just saying yes to get me off the phone. So it was very non-committal and usually they cancel. But B, it wasn't listening to the person. Like they didn't end the conversation feeling like they felt heard. So what I now do is say, hey, Catherine, when would you like me to touch base with you next? Now, obviously, based on that conversation, you could take the hints. She said, give me a week. I said, okay, I'll call you in a week. We'll set up a showing. So I'll do 1 week. Email. We have her email. Relocation. Do I know how to spell Missouri? Say maybe on the agent. We'll say 1 to 3 months. And then motivation. State. And that's it. You now have a bona fide lead. We now have an email. We're going to email her the hello packet, which has this document here. Going to email her. We do a monthly market update as well. It shows some information, which is going to be cool. And then we're going to go ahead and follow up call with her Monday. I said the 8th. That's Wednesday. We're going to call her, I think, the 6th. And we're going to do a preview appointment. So at the preview appointment, we have a bunch of good stuff we go over. We build a bunch of rapport, and that's pretty juicy. So that's how you do a FSBO from start to finish. That is how we've gotten the lead. We've asked for the appointment, which ideally is the #1 sign of success we've found recently is those appointments asked for. My name is Raymond Habel, licensed realtor, NorCal Properties, Lux Places. Have an amazing day. Be well.